bookish friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexi, and today we are starting a reading challenge vlog where I am going to challenge myself to read 100 pages per day for the next 7 days and see how much we can get read. Before we get started, and before I tell you the book that I'm currently reading, I want to quickly thank today's video sponsor, which is Pair Eyewear, and those are the eyeglasses I'm wearing right now. I'm currently wearing the Kirby style. I haven't worn these ones in a while. I was like, let me switch it up a little bit and wear these ones. These are a lot smaller than the Murphy, which is the usual style I wear. The reason I want to wear these ones today is because I have a lot of cute, cozy top frames for this pair specifically. Like, look at how cute that is. These are the Harvest Plaid, which I really like, or I could wear these ones today. I don't know the exact name of these ones, but when I wear these ones, I feel like a sexy librarian. Because we're wearing an all brown sweatsuit, I think we're gonna go with these ones today because it fits the cozy fall vibes. If you're not aware of what Pair Eyewear is, it is obviously a glassware brand where you can easily switch out your style by popping on a different top frame, and I can even turn these into sunglasses. I have been working with Pair Eyewear for quite some time now. I'm not gonna talk too much about them, but I do wanna highlight some things that I love the most about the brand, which is the affordability, the ease of use of their website, and how many freaking options they have for top frames. No matter what your style is, they will have something for you, and I love that they have a lot of collections. Like, for example, one of my all-time favorites, you guys already know, is my Harry Potter plaid. I also have a Harry Potter lens for the Murphy style that I have. I just love how many collections they have and how many options they truly do have for top frames, because no matter what your style is, you will be able to find something you love. So if you want to get your very own pair of Pair Eyewear glasses, you will just go to the paireyewear.com website. Obviously this brings you right to the front page. It shows you exactly how you can pick your custom pair of glasses. It shows all of the collections that they have with so many different amazing companies. That shows you just some of their newer collections, and then if you scroll up to the top, you can shop women's, men's, or kids. So let's do this from start to finish. The style I am currently obsessing over is this Murphy style, and I have it in the tortoiseshell style. So then you'll go to build and purchase. You can choose whatever kind of lens you want. I personally do the non-prescription, but I should do the prescription for my next pair. And then I do add blue light filtering. Look at how many options they have, 497. They have so many different styles, you guys, like it's not even funny. From solid colors like these red ones, they have marble, they have all of these different types of sun top, sparkly ones. There's literally so many for every kind of style, and no matter what your style is, you will find so many top frames that you love. I love this one right here. And then once you choose however many top frames you want, you just go to add to cart, and that is it. And then you will just check out. And it is literally that easy, you guys. And I also want to shout out their Pair for a Pair program. So anytime you buy a pair of base frames, they donate a pair of base frames to somebody in need. And I just absolutely love that, on top of everything else I love about them. So if you want to check out Pair Eyewear and get your very own pair for 15% off today, you can use the link in my description box, or you can use the code Lexi's Reading for 15% off your first order. And thank you again to Pair Eyewear for continuing to support my channel and working with me on this video. Now that that's done, let's get into the reading portion. So it is Monday, October 7th when I am starting this. I'm gonna go until Sunday, and I need to read 100 pages per day every day from now until Sunday. And I'm currently reading Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. I don't have the dust jacket on, so just pretend I do. I'm currently on page 84, chapter 11, so I need to get to 184 today, which would bring me to chapter 21. I need to read this little chunk today to get 100 pages read. I'm enjoying this so far. It's definitely a slower book. I mean, look at how thick this girl is. This book is about, let me just read you the description. Caraval meets Throne of the Fallen in the spicy dark romantasy where a necromancer needs help from a dangerous phantom to win a deadly competition, only to find their partnerships put her at risk of breaking the game's most vital rule: don't fall in love. When Ophelia and her sister discovered their mother was brutally murdered, there's no time to grieve. Ophelia has inherited both her powerful death-driven magic and enormous debt on their home. Circumstances go from dire to deadly, however, when Ophelia's sister decides to pay off the loan by entering Phantasma, a competition where more contestants don't make it out alive and the winner is granted a single wish. The only way to save her sister is to compete, but Phantasma is a cursed manor with twisting corridors and lavish ballrooms and filled with enticing demons and fatal temptation. Ophelia needs to face 9 floors of challenges to win if her fears don't overtake her first. When a charming, arrogant stranger claims he can protect and guide Ophelia, she knows she shouldn't trust him. While Blackwell may not be dangerous, appearances can be deceptive. But with her sister's life on the line, Ophelia can't afford to turn him away. She needs to ignore the overwhelming dark attraction drawing them closer and closer together, because in Phantasma, the only thing deadlier than losing the game is losing your heart. It just sounds so good. And everybody is raving about this book. This is not on my October TBR, so I'm like completely deviating here, but it's whatever. This is definitely a mood read for me. I just DNF'd a book. I think it was The Fourth Monkey by J.D. Barker, which in a previous vlog I was saying that I really enjoyed it, and then I got like 30% through and nothing was happening, so I got bored and I was like, you know what, let's pick up Phantasma because I feel like I'm really gonna like that, and everybody else is raving about it and my heart and my soul were telling me to read it, so we just went with it. This is gonna be our focus for the next couple days. I have about 408 pages left, so I should be able to finish this in the next 4 days, obviously, which would bring me to Thursday. So I need to finish this by Thursday. And I think this week is a bit of a slower week for Chris and I, so I should be able to accomplish that, and then Thursday we can start another book, and hopefully I'll be able to read 2 books for this video, if not more, because I do have some smaller books on my October TBR, so maybe we can like squeeze those in here somehow and make it seem like we read 4 books when really we probably read a total of 2 full-size books. I'm gonna stop talking. We're gonna get to reading. It is about 11:30. I'm working from home today because I don't have a car. There's something wrong with my tires, or like the hub of something that holds my tire onto my car, so it is getting worked on right now. So between working for my full-time job today and reading, we should be able to accomplish the 100 pages, if not more. Quick disclaimer, if I don't finish my 100 pages for the day, we are gonna add it on to the next day. But if I read like an extra 20 pages today, I'm not gonna deduct it from tomorrow's pages. So we always start fresh, but we add on if we don't meet the quota for the day. So let's get to reading. Hi friends, my hair looks crazy, I know. Ended up taking a small little nap this afternoon. I feel so drained of energy right now. I think I'm like getting my period, but about 2 months ago I started skipping my placebo pills per my doctor's orders, don't worry, to try to like regulate my cycle, because even on birth control I was getting early periods. I have a feeling I have PCOS, but undiagnosed, kind of self-diagnosed, but I feel like I'm like in my period time, but like not actually like have my period, and I feel drained of every ounce of energy I have. But I took a little nap, woke up, made myself an afternoon coffee. See where I am on reading. I'm on page 106. I read about like 22 pages from the last time I saw you. Now that I'm awake, I think I'm gonna go sit outside and get some fresh air because it's beautiful out. I feel like my brain and like my foggy head just needs some fresh air. So let's go outside. Okay, hello friends. It is now Tuesday the 8th, checking in for a reading update. If this camera would focus. My time of the month has come, and it has hit hard by taking every ounce of energy that I possess and just leaving me for dead. Absolutely exhausted, even though I slept for probably 9-10 hours last night. I am just completely dead. But I did read to page 170, so I read like 90 pages yesterday. So we have to catch up today, meaning I have to get to page 284. So I need to read this little chunk to read my 100 pages for today, and then the like 14 that I missed yesterday, we will be successful. I'm really hoping I can do it. I'm not feeling too great right now and I have zero energy. So we're just gonna try to power through. It's about 4:30 right now. I got home from work a little bit ago and kind of have just been like vegging out. It's definitely gonna be a couch rot type of night. Like I don't think I'm leaving this reading room until Chris gets home, and then once Chris gets home, him and I are sitting our asses on the couch for the rest of the night. I am enjoying this. I'm not like dying, screaming, throwing up over it. it. I do like the banter between these two characters. The only thing I'm not really loving is that once one of these games starts, it's over fairly quickly. So the premise of this book is Ophelia's sister Genevieve enters Phantasma, which is kind of like a haunted house game type of situation, and Genevieve enters in hopes of winning the prize, which you get like one wish essentially, and Genevieve is definitely gonna wish for her family's debts to go away so her and Ophelia can live out comfortably for the rest of their lives. After the murder of their mother, Ophelia, being the person that she is, feels like she has to now enter to find her sister, tell her sister like, hey, stop being stupid, get out. Now Ophelia wants to win the game, and Ophelia is a necromancer, which means she can kind of like talk to the dead. There is this phantom inside Phantasma that she's kind of like infatuated with, and he keeps showing up. He offers her a deal that's like pretty much saying, if you promise to give me 10 years of your life, I will help you win this game and help you find your sister, essentially. And she agrees like a dummy, and that's that. We're on night 3 of Phantasma, I think. So each night there is a different level. It's basically 9 levels, and each level represents a different part of hell. The banter between her and Blackwell, the phantom that she's kind of like intrigued by, is pretty funny. They're pretty like snappy towards each other, but I'm loving it. I just wish that this focused more on like the games rather than like the day-to-day. But I will say there's pretty much 2 plots going on. One being Ophelia trying to win Phantasma and find her sister, but then there's also the plot between Ophelia and Blackwell, which is the situation she's trying to figure out to, how do I say this without spoiling? So like I said, Blackwell offered her some sort of deal, and she now has to help him accomplish a goal, so she doesn't have to give him 10 years of her life. She has to navigate that while trying to survive in Phantasma. I feel like that was a really terrible update, and I'm very sorry if none of that made sense. I keep telling myself like, all right, you're a little bored right now when they're not in the games, and it's a lot more of them being in their day-to-day life and helping Blackwell solve his problem than it is like her being in the games. I just wish that it kind of strung out her being in the actual games and levels a little bit more, but I have a feeling that once this is over, I'm gonna be sad and I'm totally gonna miss these characters. But I do think it's a series now. I don't know if it originally was when it first came out, because on Goodreads now it says The Wicked Games #1. So there is a second book called Encantra. Oh, and the second book follows Genevieve, the sister's story. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now because I think that was just a bunch of nonsense, honestly. I don't even think I perfectly described this book, but it is what it is. I'm gonna sit here and hopefully read my 100 pages, and I will check back in either when I have read them or I have a significant thing that I need to say, or I'll be back tomorrow morning. I don't know. Good morning, friends. It is Wednesday. I epically failed last night. I have about 50 pages to read from my pages yesterday. I just like the headache. Actually, I don't even know if I explained this, but I got my period yesterday and the headache just took over my life and I couldn't even like look at a page. I just said it is Wednesday. It is the morning. I have a little bit of time before I actually have to leave for work. I have something that I have to do at noon, so I have a little bit of time. So I'm gonna go sit outside and have a little reading session. And I think I'm literally just gonna set the camera up on my tripod and just have a reading break with you, because I've been seeing a lot of people doing these in their videos, and I've done it in a couple of videos and I actually really like it, especially if I'm just like watching them when I'm doing stuff around the house. It's kind of like a little productive reading sprint. We're gonna do that, see how much of the 50 pages from yesterday we can get through. We'll read our 100 pages today too, hopefully. So let's go. So I'm outside, got my book, got my coffee. We're gonna have a little bit of a reading sprint. I did just have something from work pop up and I was on the phone for like almost 10 minutes. Oh wow, this is dark, hold on. So that kind of cut into our reading time. So we're gonna have to do a 12-minute reading break. I know that's random, but I need to go back inside and start getting ready in exactly 12 minutes. Let's do it. And she's on. perfect timing. The reason I'm giggling is because something funny just, how do I say this? So there was a sex scene right as our main character Ophelia was about to like finish. He stopped. And then she just did the same thing to him, and it's just like so funny to me. I don't know. Anyways, let's see how many pages I read. I read exactly 10 pages in 12 minutes, which honestly not great, but it is what it is. I need to read to page 384 today, so I need to read this little chunk right here. Then I'll have 100 pages left of this pretty much. How many pages did I say this was? Hoping I can finish this by tomorrow. But I'm gonna go inside, get ready for work, and then we will be back later today, and hopefully I can finish my 100 pages. I think I can, because I'm feeling much better. My head is feeling much better. But also Monday night and Tuesday night Dancing with the Stars was on, so I was kind of like preoccupied from 8 to 10 both those nights, and only really read during commercial breaks. So they don't have any shows on tonight that I need to watch. So once I get home from work, I think I'm gonna have a bit of a shorter day, so I shouldn't be home too late, which is good. So I'll probably have to come home, maybe take Louis for a walk, go from there. But I'm gonna go inside, get ready, and then I will be back a little bit later. Hi friends. I am home from work and I'm in a very grumpy mood. What? Come here. Obviously I told you I got my period, and it's just like one of those days where like everything I touch, like I drop, try to take something off my foot, like it won't come off, I get stuck. Like it's just one of those days where every little thing is pissing me off, and I just need to like decompress. Like I got home from work, filmed a book haul, and then I just cut up the prompts that I typed out for my TBR jar because I revamped it. So I just like cut those out, folded them up, put them in the jar, and I've been sitting in my reading room watching Olivia Reads a Latte's most recent weekly vlog, and I'm like, I just need to like decompress. I don't want to go on my phone because I'm just gonna get annoyed that like I'm not posting enough on Instagram and blah blah blah. So we're gonna go sit outside, even though it's like on the verge of raining and it's kind of windy and cold, but like I feel like I just need to be grounded for a second. We're gonna go outside, hold on, and we're gonna continue reading Phantasma. I don't know if I told you what page I'm on. I'm on page 252. I have to get to 284, I think. Nope, 384 to reach my 100 pages for the day. So we're gonna go sit outside, do some grounding, decompress a little bit, get our mood back on track. I know it doesn't seem like I'm in a bad mood because I'm like smiling and laughing, but it's just like one of those days where I just want to fucking kill everyone, which is not great. I'm gonna go sit outside, decompress, and get some reading done, and I'll be back with an update later. Hi friends, it is Thursday at about 4 p.m. I got home from work around 3:30ish. No, that's not right. Maybe 2:30. And then I kind of just like decompressed for a second. Like I literally just needed a moment to just sit and just. And then I just got back from taking Louis for a walk. I'm having a rough day. I'm having a rough week, really. It's just like, it's one of those weeks, and I know it's part of the reason is I have my period, so I'm like extra grumpy and extra like, but like, it's just one of those weeks where like everything is going wrong, nothing is going my way, everybody's fucking pissing me off. Work is just like, ugh. I'm having one of those weeks. But we're gonna move past it. I do have a very good reading update, so let me go get my book. Last night I did read my 100 pages, plus the ones I had from Wednesday, no, plus the ones I had from Tuesday. And I'm now on page 399, chapter 43. I got a little bored with this last night and kind of skimmed through maybe 20 pages because I was like, all right, this is a little unnecessary. And I literally just kind of read through the dialogue and made sure I understood what was happening and progressing in the story. And I have a feeling that I'm gonna rate this a 3.75. because I'm really enjoying it, but there's definitely a lot of unnecessary stuff in this book. There was one sex scene, and I never ever say what I'm about to say about books. There was one sex scene that was just like totally uncalled for and really just to like give the readers the sex scene. I would much rather have less sex scenes but have it be like more tension between the characters so that when they do actually hook up, it's like intense and just beautiful and whatnot. This literally, they hooked up to just hook up. Like the author literally just wrote it because she was like, well, I want this to be considered a spicy book. I didn't need that sex scene. So believe it or not, I actually skipped through it and I was like, okay, this is not important to the story whatsoever. Like this is really just them having sex to have sex. And I just like, I didn't like that part. So I did skim through about probably 20 pages of this, but after that whole little debacle, I ended up enjoying getting back into the story, where it's going, but it was just like, I had to take a turn for a second because I was like, this is not it. Like, I'm not enjoying this. And now I'm back on track and I'm enjoying it. And I have 492 pages. My camera just very rudely cut me off for no reason whatsoever. I didn't pass the recording limit. I wasn't sitting here talking for 23 fucking minutes. And my battery's not dying, so I don't know why it just cut me off. Add this to the list of things just going wrong in my life this week. So there's 492 pages. I'm at 399, so I have 93 pages to read, which means I will definitely finish this book tonight, obviously, because I have to read 100 pages, and then we'll start something else. I don't know what yet, but I'm gonna go sit outside and just like stew in this anger that I have in me like ridiculous. I think I'm gonna have energy drink from Get Gorgy, which I found through Jaclyn Hill. These are the drinks I'm talking about. This is actually the Jaclyn Hill, which way does this go? This is the Jaclyn Hill collab with Get Gorgy. It's like an orange twist flavor. I love this packaging. And these are all the health benefits to this, if you want to pause. It's crazy because it's an energy drink that's like actually good for you. I'm gonna reuse my cup that I used last night for my Nello drink that I also have been drinking. This energy drink, it's crazy because it's like actually healthy for you. There's no fat, no sodium, 1 gram of carb, no sugars, no added sugar, and no protein, but like it has a ton of vitamins in it. I don't know the kind of magic they put into these drinks, but I like them. But I will say, I do like to add a little bit of water to this because they're a little like tart for me. I don't know if that's the right word. Also, if you've been watching me, you know that Chris and I got this filter from Clearly Filtered. It was expensive, but honestly worth every fucking penny because it's disgusting to see like what's in our water. Like the filter, you filled it up here, and right where the water goes through the filter, there's so much like dirt. I don't know if it's dirt. It looks like charcoal. I'm gonna go sit with this outside. They're strong. Like the flavor is strong. Not in a bad way, but I think I need more water. It's kind of like a poppy, but energy, and it's green tea caffeine, which is like healthy for you, I guess. I don't know. I am going to take my book and my Get Gorgy drink outside, and we're gonna get some reading done. I doubt I'm gonna read the 90 pages, 93 pages, whatever it is, in the next couple of hours. I'm sure it'll just happen throughout the night. But again, who knows? Maybe I'll go outside and be like, fuck the world. Like, I'm diving into this book and finishing it, so cheers. I'm just popping in here quick to say that this book is so corny and like not in a cute way. Ophelia just got out of the 7th game. Everything went black. And then she woke up and Black Mo was there. She was like, oh, I didn't know if you heard me calling you and summoning you. And he was like, oh, I heard you. Let me read it. Like he keeps saying like, I've never had this kind of connection with somebody else. Like I would go to the ends of the world for you. And usually I like love that. But in this book, it's bothering me for some reason. Then like 2 seconds later, they're like banging and having sex, even though she's like, we shouldn't do this again. We're getting distracted. And it's like, make up your mind, homegirl. She goes from being like, no, we can't do this anymore. I'm getting distracted to make me forget everything that's happening in this game. Like, make up your mind. I don't know. It's bothering me. It really is, and I don't know why. Because usually I like when guys are like, I've never felt this way for anybody else. Like, I think it's just the way it's written. It's just like too corny for me. Word for word, this is what it says. I've never had that sort of connection with any other contestant before. I told you before that nothing would ever stop me from getting to you if you needed me, and that will remain true forevermore. I would tear the universe apart at its seams if I must. Like, that could have been said so much better, but I'm gonna keep reading. I have read about 20 pages, so we're gonna keep chugging along. Shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm on page 460. So if you've read this, well actually that's 460 in the book of the month version. I'm at the page right before 5 centuries before Phantasma. Talk about a fucking plot twist. Oh my god. Okay, gonna keep reading. I can't get over that plot twist. Oh my god. I gotta read it again. Shit. About that. The ending was really good and there was definitely some plot twists, but it definitely had its issues. But I'm gonna sit on it for a little bit and I'll give my final thoughts probably tomorrow morning. I'm gonna go eat dinner, pick my next book, and then I'll be back later or tomorrow morning. I don't know. No, that's not enough. We're gonna brew an espresso pod. Okay, back in business. We're gonna go with the white chocolate mocha. Okay, good morning friends. It is Friday. I had a bit of a rough reading night last night. I obviously finished Phantasma and I told you today I would give you my final results and my final thoughts and rating. I don't know. I really don't know. I marked it as a 4 on Goodreads because I don't think it's less than that. I don't know. I think the 4 is actually good. Like, my gut is like, yeah, girl, you're good with a 4. Things I didn't like about it was actually the relationship between Blackwell and Ophelia. I feel like it was very corny and they had sex at the most weirdest, most inconvenient time. It didn't, to me at least, seem very like, I don't know how to describe it. Oh my God. It didn't seem like a genuine relationship. I loved how much they cared for each other, but I just didn't like how they showed that they cared for each other. And I don't know if that makes sense, and I'm sorry if it doesn't, but like that's exactly what my mind is saying to me right now. And I really liked how Blackwell helped Ophelia get through kind of her OCD and like the shadow voice in her head. But like I hated the way he talked to her. Like he was always like, I love you so much. I've never felt like this about anyone before. And I was like, okay, give me a fucking break. Like, I'm so overhearing that. Like, I want to hear, like, if somebody ever touched you, I will fucking rip their balls off. Like, I want to hear that. I don't want to hear, oh my God, I've never felt this way about you before, about anyone before. I don't know. My rant is over. I really enjoyed it. I will definitely continue on with the next book, but like, it wasn't the best fantasy book I've ever read. Like, they had sex at the weirdest times. They would literally be getting ready to like go somewhere and he'd be like, oh, you wanna, not word for word. He'd be like, oh, like, I'm gonna caress her and blah, blah, blah. But the plot twist at the end was so good that it deserves a 4-star. I really enjoyed probably 85% of the book, but the 15% of the relationship, I was not with it. Okay, anyways, I then tried to read, let me grab it actually, Wait Till Helen Comes by Mary Downing Han. And I got 46 pages in and just like don't care, so we're gonna DNF this one. My camera's doing this really cool thing lately where it just like shuts off. So that's great. I was saying, I did read my 100 pages yesterday, so we're gonna start fresh today. I was looking at my TBR for the month of October and I was like, I don't wanna read any of those. I kinda wanna read a witchy romance and I have a couple options on my fall TBR. Where's the other one? Here's one. Where the heck is the other one? Oh, up here, I think. I have The Only Purple House in Town, Small Town, Big Magic, A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon, and What the Heck's by Jessica Clare. I don't know which one of these I want to read. I did try to listen to the audiobook of Small Town Big Magic last year and didn't love it, but I also think it was because of it was an audiobook. So what I think I'm gonna do is read the first chapter of each of these and see which one grabs my attention the most and go from there. Am I totally abandoning my October TBR? Yes, actually I am. And honestly, I'm okay with it because I want to enjoy the books that I'm reading and not hate my life. I don't think I'm going to hate my life reading those books, but just not in the mood for them right now. I'm in the mood for a witchy rom-com. I'm going to read the first chapter of all of these and then we will see which one I decide to go with. Let's hope none of these have like insanely long chapters. Of course, this one has a fucking 14-page chapter, Purple House or whatever the hell it is. Okay, let's read a little bit of it and see what we think. Okay, I'm not gonna read the whole chapter because I'm not reading 14 pages, but I like this so far. I have a feeling this might be the one I'm gonna go with because this is the book that my gut was telling me to read. I really like the writing style. It's very cute. This girl is basically, I've read 4 pages, but basically she's like struggling to pay her rent and she has to figure out what the hell she's gonna do. All right, let's try Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. Oh, this font is tiny. Another 14-page chapter. What the hell is wrong with these people? Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really interested in that one right now. Alright, let's try What the Heck. I think I read the first book to this 2 years ago and I really liked it, but I liked the audiobook, so maybe I'll see if I can get the audio. Okay, I actually think I'm gonna do the audiobook for this because I like the narrator and it's probably a female and a male character or a narrator. I hate buying audiobooks, but I'm gonna do it. I really liked the first book of this and I think it now follows first book's friend Penny. And honestly, I have a lot to do today, so an audiobook would be a great solution because I can definitely get 100 pages done via audio, but we'll put these other 3 back for now. We're gonna go with What the Heck. Let's talk about what this is about. Obviously, we're gonna go with the audiobook for What the Hex. And yes, I count audiobooks as reading because I'm reading it. Penny Roundtree wants nothing more than to be a familiar to a witch. She's been a member of the Society of Familiars ever since she was old enough to join the fam. There's just a small problem. No one's hiring. Witches and warlocks are so long-lived that there are far more familiars available than witches to train them. So when an unorthodox arrangement to apprentice under the table to a forbidden warlock presents itself, she takes it. Willem Sawyer is banned from having a familiar due to a past transgression, thereby limiting his magic casting abilities. Unfortunately for the Shirley Prussian warlock, he has no choice but to work with enthusiastic Penny as a familiar. They immediately clash like dried roan horsehair and honeycomb gathered by moonlight. It's a terrible spell combination, ask anyone. Casting spells has delightful perks Penny never could have dreamed of, but also greater dangers. Someone is targeting Penny. Willem and Penny must work together to catch their enemy, and if their ploy requires a little kissing on the side, who are they to question the rules of magic? What's the first book to this? Because I swear I read it. Oh, Go Hex Yourself. Oh my god, I rated that 5 stars. Okay, girl. Maybe we'll have another 5 stars. So this is gonna be our book for today and the next couple days. We might pick up a physical book tomorrow. Actually, I don't know. Let me explain to you my weekend. So today is Friday. Obviously, I'm working from home. I'm not feeling that great. My throat is a little sore, but it's like that time of year. Today, I want to well, let me back up. Tomorrow, I'm going hiking in the Catskills with 2 of my college friends because they're gonna be in the Catskills with some other people. And when they told me, they were like, oh, we want to go hiking on Saturday in the Catskills. I was like, homegirl, let me know because me and Louie will join you. So tomorrow I'm going to see them, and when I was with them back in, was it August or September? I don't know, whenever I went to Boston with the same 2 girls, my one friend was like, Maeve has friendship bracelets with her Boston friends and we don't have any, so I'm gonna make friendship bracelets for us. I bought the beads and everything like a while ago and just never did it, so that works out perfect that we're gonna do an audiobook because I need to get that done today. Obviously, I will have to take Louis for a walk today so we can listen to the audiobook then too, and I just need to do some like computer work for my full-time job, which I usually don't listen to audiobooks when I'm doing computer work because my brain can't do both things. I do have to do some like cleaning, some cooking, I'm sure, and yeah, so we should definitely be able to read 100 pages of this today. I'll probably read to 102 because it's the end of a chapter, so we should be able to read this little chunk right here. This is 319 pages, so I should be able to finish this between today, tomorrow, and Sunday, which Sunday is the last day of this video, so we'll have read 2.5 books, which is perfect. I'm going to do some things. I don't know. I'll put you on a time lapse when I make the bracelet and we'll talk about it, and we'll talk about the audiobook, obviously. Oh my god, this is an 18-minute clip. Oh, I was reading. I thought I was just talking for 18 minutes, but it was like me reading too, so Jesus Christ. God bless. I just made a pit stop to Michael's because obviously I'm making 3 bracelets, 1 for me, 1 for my friend, and 2 for my 2 friends, and I wanted them to all be different colors, but my one friend's, I'm doing like letters, you're not gonna be able to see this, but hers is blue and then the other one is black, and I was like, the L for my name was also blue, but I opened the thing and I was like, I don't want them all to match, so my one friend that has black, I'm gonna use pink beads to match the pink lightning bolt bead that I'm also using, so I had to go get some more beads. These were the ones I originally went for. They're the same as the other ones I have. It's just a pack of 3 different colors, and then obviously I was browsing and I saw this little pack of glass beads. You're not gonna be able to see that well because of the reflection, but it's just a bunch of like kind of tortoisey brown colored beads. I was like, oh my god, like I could make myself a cutesy little bookmark if I wanted to with those. And then I saw these little mushrooms and I was like, oh my god, these would go perfect with the pack of glass beads I got for a cute little bookmark. To make it even better, I saw these. My mom absolutely loves the beach and anything shell related, so I found these little seashell beads and I decided to pick up some white like basic beads and use these and these to make my mom a bracelet. So we went to Michael's and kind of got some new stuff, but this is my bracelet. I don't know if it's gonna show up. This is my bracelet. I started with mine because in case I fucked anything up, it didn't matter, it was mine. Just used blue and gold beads. I think it came out so cute. It has the L and then a little lightning bolt. I think it came out really freaking cute. I'm gonna make the other two for my friends right now. Maybe we'll make the bookmark in the bracelet for my mom today. I don't know. I'm gonna get back to making these and continue reading my audiobook. For just making the one, I also did a little bit of cleaning in here. I got to page 44. I'm really enjoying this. The main male character, what's his name? Willem is a miserable human being and he's an asshole, but I know he's gonna change. So gonna keep doing that and I'll be back a little bit later. Take these headphones out. I finished the bracelets for me and my friends. Obviously mine is blue. And then these are the other two. You're not going to be able to really see them. These are them. You can't really see. That was actually a lot of fun. I think this is going to become a new hyperfixation. But I don't really wear friendship bracelets, so we're going to have to find out ways to make stuff. So now that those are done, we're going to put this away for the day. I think they came out so cute and kind of exactly how I wanted them to come out. So I'm very excited about that. Let's see where I'm at in this. I can't stand this main character, Willem. He's such an asshole. And I say I can't stand him, like I'm thoroughly enjoying this book, but like he's such a douchebag. And one thing that really pissed me off about him was he was talking about like Penny. He was like, she's not pretty in like a normal sense. Like what the fuck does that even mean, bro? Did I already read 100 pages? So basically what is going on is Willem is a warlock that must have gotten cursed from his old boss or something. He wants to continue doing magic but can't because he doesn't have enough energy because he doesn't have a familiar. Penny has always wanted to be a familiar, but there's not that many like job opportunities, so she gets a opportunity from her friend Reggie, who is from the first book, that says this is a little under the table, not really following the rules, but do you want to do this? She agrees. She has to go and live with this guy. He's a total douchebag, and she's like, well, how are we gonna like make it seem like this isn't just weird and we're doing something illegal? And she comes up with the idea of fake dating, and he's like, all right, fine, whatever, I'll do it. But like he doesn't want to do anything with her friends, which I get it, they're not really dating, but like to keep up the facade and make sure that what they're doing stays under wraps, like you might have to do something you don't want. And he's just like, fuck this, I don't want to do it. This book is also pretty vulgar. Like she just said something and she was like, yeah, my kitty cat was throbbing, and I'm like, oh good god. And I knew the last one was spicy and I knew this one was gonna be spicy, and your girl loves some spice, but it's just like you see this cute little cover and you're like, there's no way they like talk dirty in that. And they do. I'm on page 82, 83, which is great because we're obviously gonna finish our 100 pages today. We'll probably read a lot more, which is even better. Maybe we can finish this book maybe tomorrow, because I do have to drive tomorrow for this hike. I don't know how far I'm going, but I'll probably drive down. If Chris doesn't come with me, I'll obviously drive back too, and I can listen to this tomorrow. So maybe we could finish this tomorrow. I don't know. I'm gonna go do some stuff for my full-time job and kind of putz around the house, and I will be back a little bit later. Okay, hi friends. It is a couple hours later. I think I'm going to set this book aside for the day because I don't want to do more of an audiobook right now until tomorrow when I'm driving. But I did get to 82 pages, meaning I need to read 18 more pages today to achieve my goal of 100 pages. I was like, what do I feel like reading? Everything that's on my October TBR right now seems like too much of a mental commitment for me right now. Like I want something cute, cozy, easy, and that's it, really. So I was looking through my shelves and I was like, what better book to read than The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore? Look at this friggin' cover. Like, look at this cover. Does this not scream cozy fall? Look at this little cafe. I'm obsessed. All I know about this is it's a small town spicy romance. When Jeannie's aunt gives her the beloved Pumpkin Spice Cafe in the small town of Dream Harbor, she jumps at the chance for a fresh start away from her very dull desk job. Logan is a local farmer who avoids Dream Harbor's gossip at all costs. But Jeannie's arrival disrupts Logan's routine, and he wants nothing to do with the irritably upbeat new girl, except that he finds himself inexplicably drawn to her. Will Jeannie's happy-go-lucky attitude win over the grumpy but gorgeous Logan, or has this city girl found the one person in town who won't fall for her charms or her pumpkin spice lattes? That's exactly what I need in my life right now. And they say they're spicy, but I don't know how spicy they really get. How many pages is this? Damn, this is 357 pages. I'm not that worried about it though, because I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell. Font's pretty big on this, so. Also, I only need to read 18 pages today to achieve my goal of 100 pages. But imagine we finished 3 freaking books in this video, one being almost a 500-page book. How sick would that be? That's why I love audiobooks, because it allows you to like get stuff done, but also be productive and get reading done. I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm going to read at least my 18 pages of this before I come back and give you a update, and then we'll go from there. Sorry, just popping in here quick to say that I am so excited for this book that I'm reading, the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, because when I went to go put it on my Goodreads, I saw that obviously there's more than one book. I thought it was literally just the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, which I own that book. But the third book is The Christmas Tree Farm, which if we read the first 2 books, then we can add the third book to our TBR for Christmas. And it came out yesterday? What's today? It came out yesterday! Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Back to reading. Okay, hi friends. Wow, I'm looking rough. It is Sunday. I'm sorry I'm looking rough. It has been quite some time since I've checked in and talked to you guys. Yesterday was Saturday. I didn't end up going hiking with my 2 college friends because they were going somewhere that was like too far for me to drive, and I didn't want to drive more than like an hour. So Chris and I ended up going hiking up in the Adirondacks. Just me, him, and Louie. It was so much fun. It was definitely a bit challenging, but we had a great time. We were up kind of like in Lake George, if you know anything about upstate New York. So then we drove to Saratoga, met my parents, had lunch with them, and then we came home. I made 2 loaves of sourdough bread, which I am baking one at Chris's parents in just a little bit here. Then we kind of just like vegged out on the couch, and I started to get a migraine, which was super fun. Fell asleep on the couch, and then just went upstairs at like 1 a.m. and went to bed. And then today, it's Sunday, I woke up, went and saw my grandma, and then I came home, and I've been pretty much doing some like baking and cooking since then. I made pretzel bites with what I call the Weight Watchers dough. It's a 1-to-1 ratio of plain Greek yogurt and self-rising flour. So I just finished making those, and then I made a healthy high protein version of like a queso. It was so easy. It was literally 16 ounces of cottage cheese, 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning, 1/4 cup of water. You put it in like a blender. I used my Ninja Bullet. Blend that until it's smooth, and then in a saucepan you put that, and then just kind of melt some cheddar cheese into it, and that's literally it. I got it from Lovely Delights on TikTok, I think is the username. Just made that, it was really good. And then our oven is filthy, so I started preheating it and it started smoking, so I tried cleaning it. I even did a steam clean, but it didn't work, so we're just gonna have to figure that out tomorrow or later. So I am getting ready to head over to Chris's parents right now to watch football, but I did do some reading. Oh, I didn't even tell you. Yesterday I read my 100 pages. I read a little bit over my 100 pages. I don't even know. I'm now 99 pages into the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I did do some reading of this today. I gotta figure out what page I'm on. So I did accomplish my 100 pages, which is great because I'm not like behind at all, which is what I was worried about. And while I was like cooking and cleaning up the kitchen, I was listening to What the Hex. So now I just need to figure out where I am. Okay, so that just took quite a turn as I was trying to find my spot. So yesterday I finished at page 124 and now I'm on 174. So I have read exactly 50 pages of this today, which means I need to read another 50 pages to accomplish my goal of 100 pages per day, which hopefully I should be able to do. I should be able to, that shouldn't be a problem because today is the last day of this vlog. So whatever I don't finish today, if that happens, I'll just add them on till tomorrow and then close out this vlog tomorrow because I'm not gonna come back later today and update you. Thoughts on both of these books. The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, I'm really enjoying. It's just really cute. I wouldn't say it's like the world's best book ever. Like, I am kind of finding myself like, all right, like, where does this lead to? There's kind of a plot, but not really. We're gonna keep going with that one. That's probably what I'll read when I'm at Chris's parents watching football. So hopefully I'll read 50 physical pages of this today. And then What the Hex? I am loving this. I don't know why I'm surprised, because the first book in this, it was Go Hex Yourself. I gave 5 stars, but they're just like so funny. They're cute, they're spicy, but there's also like, the spice doesn't take over the plot in these, which usually I like don't care if the spice takes over, but I like how these have a good mix of spice and plot. This is Grumpy Sunshine. He is a warlock that has kind of had like a curse on him where he couldn't cast spells, and she is in the, what is it, Society of Familiars, but she hasn't been chosen to work with a witch or a warlock because there's just not that many, because they live for so long. There's not a lot of turnaround. They kind of do like an under the table bargain where she becomes his familiar and he is like kind of illegally practicing magic. She has to move in with him, and they kind of do like a fake dating situation, so it's not like, okay, why the fuck are you moving in with this random guy? And he's just like a grumpy, miserable human being, and she is like a ray of sunshine, so I'm just loving it. I'm probably gonna finish this tomorrow or Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll definitely have it finished by Wednesday, and then we're just gonna keep physically reading this. So I'm gonna head over to Chris's parents, get some reading done. I'm probably not gonna get much footage because I don't film at their house because that's weird. I will realistically be back for a reading update tomorrow. Hopefully I can finish my 50 pages and I'll be back to close out this vlog and talk final thoughts on these books, or I'll be back to let you know, hey, I have X amount of pages left to read. So I will see you tomorrow. Okay, hello friends, welcome to the conclusion of this vlog. It is now Monday, October 14th. I just have to say that I was 100% successful in this vlog because yesterday I had like 50 pages left to read, and I did read my 50 pages of this. Actually, I read a little bit more than 50 pages, which is fantastic. So let's quickly recap how much I was able to read for this vlog, the books I read, and my ratings for them, if I finish them. Let me get my calculator up here. So at the start of the vlog, I was already reading Phantasma, and I was 84 pages into this. So let's see how much I read of this. So this was 492. I was at page 84. So I read 408 pages of Phantasma. I already talked about my thoughts on this one, and I'm not gonna repeat myself, but I enjoyed this, didn't love it. I feel like I'm the only person that read this that was kind of like put off by the romance in this book. But all that to say, I did end up rating this 4-star, and I definitely will continue on with the series, and I did really enjoy this book. Okay, then after that, I was hoping that this was gonna be a hit for me because it's a very short, like, young reader book. But I did read 47 pages of this. Oh, I didn't even tell you what the book was. This is Wait Till Helen Comes by Mary Downing Han. So I read 47 pages of this. This brings me up to a total of 455 pages, but I ended up DNFing this at 47 pages because it was just a little boring for me, and I couldn't do it. Simple as that. Then I started the audiobook for What the Hex by Jessica Clare. I love this. I actually finished this today on audiobook, and I'm obsessed. I'm gonna give it, I don't know, I want to give it 4.75 stars, but I really have no criticisms on this book whatsoever, besides the fact that the main character at the very beginning was such a douchebag, but like he was supposed to be like that, so I can't really blame him for it. So we're gonna land at a 4.75 star for this one because I did finish it today. But for this vlog, I read 174 pages of this, so that would bring us up to 629 pages for this one, which is, we're doing great, and absolutely love this. If you are looking for a witchy rom-com that's spicy but still has a really good plot in it and character development, this is the series for you. The first book is Go Hex Yourself, which I don't necessarily think you need to read them in order. The first book follows her best friend and her love story, so do with that what you will. And then lastly, I did pick up the Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore, and I read 158 pages of this, bringing our total up to 787 pages, which is phenomenal. I did read a little over my 100 pages per day. Not every single day did I reach my 100 pages, but all in all, I definitely accomplished my goal. If I did just 100 pages, I would have read 700 pages. So the fact that I read 87 extra pages, go me. But anyways, yes. So, oh, I didn't even tell you my thoughts on this one. Jesus Christ. I'm enjoying this, not loving it, which is what a lot of people think about this book. It's kind of just like, okay, but it does give all the cozy fall vibes, so we'll see where we go with this one. That is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know how many pages you average in a day. I definitely don't think I average 100 pages in a day. It's somewhere between like maybe 30 to 75. It really depends on my mood, how much I'm loving the book I'm reading, and all of that stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you again to Pair Eyewear for sponsoring this video and continuing to support my channel. I truly do love their glasses, and I do wear them on a daily basis. Like, I'm not even joking. I don't even just wear them for just the videos that they sponsor. I wear them all the freaking time. I absolutely love them. This is the Murphy style. At the beginning of the video, I was wearing the Kirby. I love them. So make sure you use the link in my description box or the code Lexi'sReading15 for 15% off your first order. That is where I will leave you. I will see you in my next one. Bye.